Hi everybody. Well, I thought I'd show you my campsite last night. I don't know what this place is called. I don't even know really where I am. I'm a horrible guide. God, it's a nice place though. Very quiet. You can hear the traffic from the nearby highway, but after a certain point last night, there was no more sound. It was nice. So I set up camp right over here. I slept right over there. I didn't use this because I didn't have any wood or anything, matches, anything like that. So I just kind of I rode the ugly stick. I didn't have any food, so I had to go find a diner. But I wanted to show you the configuration of the ugly stick. How I have this BMW 2004 R1200 GS Adventure, GSA for short, configured. It is an ugly bike, but I sure do love it. This is the adventure model, so it has the extras, the big tank, the bars, all kinds of stuff. It's got some auxiliary lights, very powerful auxiliary lights that really light up the night, in addition to the normal stuff, ABS, and like brakes, shaft drive, of course, being a BMW GS, and all the extras. It has about 25,000 miles on it now, I think it is, yeah, something like that. And I've put about 1,000 since I bought it last month. Sure do love this thing. It was always my dream to have another GS. I had a 2000 model back in the 90s. Sure did love bought that 99, I think it was, 2000, something like that. Anyway, I wanted to show you how I have this set up for camping. I just reconfigured it just now for after the night, and I think I've got it better, in a much better way. So up here at the top, I have my tank bag. This is my camp permit, so if the ranger comes by, he or she can see I have my stuff. I have my book, I have my Swiss Army knife, my flashlight, my sunglasses, and my charging system to the, this is my main iPhone 5S that I use to kind of keep in touch, photography. There's my iPhone 4 that I use for podcasts, listen to all my recorded stuff. And over here I have my remote control unit. I can power up the GoPro on the helmet and fire off photos and videos just with the touch of a button. I don't have to reach over. I originally had this mounted over here, which wasn't a good way to do it. I had to reach across the bike to do it. This is much better. Here's the helmet, and the GoPro is mounted right here. It's all ready to go. It's got the Wi-Fi in back. I'm plugged in. Microphone's all set up. Let's see if the microphone is turned on. It is on. I left it on last night, silly me. It's ready to go. Now, as far as packing, just like I said, I had it poorly packed yesterday. This is really my first outing with this bike in adventure mode. I'm on a 3-day outing. And I had it before so that this giant loop bag here was on the bottom, and then I had all the sleeping bag and tent on the top. And what resulted was I couldn't close the panniers very well. This is going to get in the way. There wasn't any clearance. But now, just have to, maneuver it a little bit. It closes just fine. And over here, clear just a little bit and closes just fine. So now I can open and close. I can access stuff better. It was really a problem with the camera because I'd stop and want to take a photo or make a video like this, and I would have to struggle and mess with it. So instead, what I tried was I put the tent. This is my REI half dome tent. Love this tent down here in front. Then I put my sleeping bag. It's an REI. I can't remember what it's called. It's a down to like mine. It's a down to like 14-degree Fahrenheit bag. Good for this Southern California weather. Next, and then I strap those in to the rack, and then I put the giant loop on top of that. Put my stuff inside. My less than essential stuff, my overnight stuff is in there. I don't have to. And emergency stuff is in there. Except I'm thinking about putting an emergency case behind the license here. I saw somebody do on YouTube for better accessibility. And then my tripod is here as well. I don't use that tripod very often, but when I need it, it's good to have. So then over here, if I open these up, I have, this is all basically my camping gear. Clothes, camping equipment, all the tent stakes, stuff like that. This is all my cooking utensils. Toiletries are here. My goggles in case I go off-road riding. And then over here, this is where mainly my photography setup. Of course, I'm using the camera right now, but that's the camera bag. And then the Steadicam sits on top of that. And then, of course, I have my 2 liters or whatever it is of coffee. Love it. And there you go. That's the GSA Ready for Adventure mode. Now last night, before I went to bed, I asked folks on Facebook. By the way, if you don't follow me on Facebook or you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, that's the main place I leave messages and talk about the adventures that I'm on. And I do post a lot there, so watch out. Anyway, I asked people, I'm here in the mountains this way to the deeper mountains, or this way to the Salton Sea, the largest inland body of water in California, kind of a wasteland. And I asked people, where do you want me to go? And people left comments, and I said, whatever I wake up to, that's where I'll do. And it was C, 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 and a few mountains in there. My friend John left his comment that the mountains are so beautiful here. They really are. I'd love to get up there in those higher mountains up there. So, but it looks like the votes were for the sea, so I'm going to be headed for the sea. But first I'll walk around and clean up a little trash. I see some objects here and there, someone's headphones over there. Try to leave the place a little cleaner than when I got here. And with that, we'll go off. The GSA is ready to go. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Bye-bye.